Alright, today we are going to be doing a fantasy draft. Team I'm using is going to be the Pacers. Alright. Wow, low pick to start off. 28th. Draymond Green, it's not a bad pick. D'Angelo Russell, not a bad pick. Kemba Walker, definitely not a bad pick. Honestly, I might try to get, because John Wall will still be there next round, and he's a really good point guard. He comes around second round, early second round, mid second round. I don't know when Draymond Green leaves, and he's a really good player. I can still get a good center later on. Shooting guard's always pretty stacked, so I'm not worried about shooting guard either. The main things I would be worried about are small forward and power forward. Those go pretty quickly. So I think I want Draymond Green leading my team. Defensive player, two-way player, can get you points, boards, assists, good defensive stops. He can do it all. Very well-rounded. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get him. Alright, so my next pick, like I said, still great point guards on the board. D'Angelo Russell's still on the board. That's kind of shocking, honestly. I think I'm gonna snag him. And then since I'll basically be going 2 full rounds without a pick, a lot of these good players are gonna be gone. There might be like Valanciunas or even DeMarcus Cousins, 81 overall, which is crazy, but he'll still be on the board. I wonder what his durability is, since he gets hurt like every season. I wonder if super low. Yeah, durability 72. He's like the Derrick Rose of centers. Alright, I think I'm gonna have to go with D-Lo, or D-Russ. Snagged him. So, got a point guard, got a power forward, got a strong defensive and offensive player. I honestly think an outside shooter is a necessity, or an outside defender, like a wing defender, someone who can guard, that LeBron whenever you face him, or Kevin Durant. Andrew Wiggins, not a bad pick, honestly. Younger guy too. I don't know if anyone pays attention to this. I don't know how long you guys like to play your seasons, but I like to pay attention to how much money I'm spending on them so that I still have some cap space whenever free agency comes up at the end of the year. And so I already have 2 4-year contracts, so I'm going to take that in consideration when picking my next player. Like, I'd probably do Gary Harris, 3-year, 57 mil. Great defender out on the wing. Pretty good scoring option, at least for like catching on the outside. One thing I don't like about this new 2K is this right here, mid-range shot and three-point shot. I don't really like that. I wish they still had the moving three-pointer and contested three-pointer. Because it's so cliche. It's just like, okay, three-point shot is 77. It's like, is that any three-point shot? Like, if I'm fading away from the three-point line, is he going to make it? So, yeah, that's my spill on that. Otto Porter, 1 year, 27 mil. He'd be gone next year. So you can get a good run in right now with him. If you choose to re-sign him, you can keep him. Not a bad player. Defense needs some work, though. Obviously, Covington is a dog defensively, but his offense needs work. And, well, D'Lo is going to be carrying most of the load offensively, but I need like one more person I can rely on to get to the bucket. Andrew Wiggins might be that guy, honestly. I mean, there's some good players, but Andrew Wiggins with a speed, shooting ability. Well, I can also get a big guy. Throw it to him in the paint. Marcus Gasol, great option. Older, but great option. Only a 1-year deal, too. Steven Adams isn't all that offensively, but he's good at boards. Let's see who's better offensively. See, that's another thing. Whenever you do like the detail on this is the best screen you'll get. It's just the one with the grades. Like if you actually try to look at the numbers, there's some things that they don't show you that I think are important, like 3-point and mid-range ability. It's like inside scoring right here. They didn't have that on the other screen. They only have like shot IQ. I think Valanciunas might be a good pick. Younger guy too, 27 instead of like 34 up here. He can shoot and score on the inside. Cantor's not a bad pick either. It's just his defense. But I think I like Valanciunas. Also with the badges, a little different this year. They got like specific like classes of badges, and then you can see the badges underneath those classes. It's like he only has 3 of the defense slash rebounding, which is box, moving truck, and brick wall. But as like Adams, he has 10, and they're golden ones. He has the box, but he also has defensive, heart crusher, intimidator. They gotten really specific with their badges this year. I mean, it can be a good thing or a bad thing, but it is a little bit more complicated when you're looking at the badges now. But it's cool that they're more specific and you know exactly what they're gonna do in the game and how they're gonna help you. Still some young guys on the board. Wendell Carter's not a bad option. He'll develop. Is he under a rookie contract too? Yeah, he's still a 1-year, 5.2 mil, which is not bad at all. Same for Jared Allen. Jared Allen's actually a really good player too. Neither of them are good scoring options though to be able to lead a team, and that's what I'm looking for with this next pick. Someone who can be that second great scorer, because you know Draymond Green's not gonna put up big numbers. So I'm gonna go with Valanciunas. Alright, so I got 2 big men and I got 1 guard. It's time to get those wing players I was talking about. Gary Harris still on the board. I think TJ Warren's also not bad. He can shoot. Defense is decent. Not that good though. Playmaking, I think he's slower, but he has good layup package. And like he can get to the bucket pretty easily. I don't know. This is a hard decision. Andrew Wiggins still on the board too, but Andrew Wiggins has a really fat contract. I don't know if I want all that. But physical is A minus, and you won't see that again. Alright, I convinced myself. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins has a 4th round pick. That's pretty good, if you ask me. In 2K19, he went like late 2nd, early 3rd round. So I have a point guard, small forward, power forward, and a center. Now, most people would be like, hey, K-Dub, you need to get your shooting guard. This is the last position that you have. Well, if you ask me, all these players are going to still be here next pick. I'm going to try and look for that player that comes off the bench and preferably scores. Because usually whenever all your starters go out, it's hard to keep the momentum going to be able to put points on the board. Whenever your starters go out, you're more of just focusing on the other team, just trying to outscore them, versus like just playing your offense and scoring at your own will as you would if the starters were out there. But obviously you just saw me eyeing him, man. I think Monte Morris is a complete stud. I mean, he doesn't have a lot of badges or anything. Reduces chances of getting stripped by the defender. That's a new thing they've put in. Interesting. Needle threader. But no, look at his shooting ability though. 92 and an 83. Like, it doesn't really get better than that. Ball handling's 86. His defense is not all there, but he's a point guard. I mean, who really cares about defense against a point guard? All they do is bring it up the court and throw the ball to someone else. So I think I'm going to go with Monte Morris. So still need that shooting guard. Still got all the same players on the board. Honestly, if I wanted to, I could probably wait again. But if I were to wait again, the thing is, who would be coming out of the game first between these 3 players? Wiggins, Green, and Valanciunas. let's look at their stamina. 83, 93, 98. So Valanciunas is the next one up. And I honestly think, I mean, Nerlens Noel is a hell of a pick defensively. And if Draymond Green comes off the court at the same time as Valanciunas, we will need a big man to be able to defend that paint. So, with that being said, Thompson's a hell of a pick too, just with his offensive boards. But I mean, I'm pretty sure Noel can board offensively really good as well. Yeah, 85. I mean, that's not bad. It's not as good as Thomas, who I believe is, or Thompson, I mean, who I believe is a 97. Yeah, 97. But defensively, I think is where it makes all the difference. Yeah, see, he's not all there defensively versus Noel, who is a stud. 94, 90 on steal. I mean, look at this. It doesn't get much better than that at the center position unless you're talking like Joel Embiid or somebody like that. So I'm going to go Noel. Unique player. So I still have not gotten my shooting guard. And I think it's time to look at it. Danny Green's still on the board. Starting caliber. Shooting guard. If we're talking someone who can score, though, not a lot of people left. At least you don't want to get someone low 70s for your starter. Andre Robison's not a bad pick. It's just offensively he's trash. Like completely garbage. Tim Hardaway's not a bad pickup. Tim Hardaway is actually a good starting caliber shooting guard. 27. Contract's only a 1 year. So if I don't like him, I can ditch him. 1 year, 8 mil for Caldwell Pope, and he's actually not that bad either. Defense is very good for his scoring ability. I might have to go with Caldwell Pope. Physically, though, let's see what that involves. Speed with the ball's an 80. I mean, that's not bad. Ball handling 75. It could be worse. Yeah. 85 on speed, which isn't bad either. Stamina's 92. I mean, I think he's a good pick. Also 92. He's a good pick for a shooting guard. Let's snag him. So I got him. This is my team so far. Only have 2 backups, and the entire starting 5 are already picked. Now, obviously, between these 3 players that don't have backups, which is Caldwell Pope, Wiggins, and Green, I'm pretty sure Caldwell Pope would be the one coming out first. So let's just go right back to the shooting guard position. Just see who would be good coming off the bench. Tyreke Evans would be a complete dog coming off the bench. Scoring is his main, the thing he's good at. Just in the paint, making layups, like driving layups at 85. Shooting, decent. Ball handling, speed with the ball, decent. He is old though, 30 years old, and his contract's it's only a 1 year, 3 mil, so that's not bad. Eric Gordon could be another option. Also old, fatter contract though. I don't think I want that. I don't know. Tim Hardaway's still on the board as well. Maybe a two-headed monster with Tim Hardaway and Caldwell Pope. Just focus on scoring from the shooting guard position. Someone who can shoot the three-pointer really well. Because, I mean, I do have 2 point guards who can dish out the ball really well. So I might as well. They're not going to be handling it that much. Alright, so Wiggins had a 98 on stamina. And there's gonna still be some decent, like Craig, McDormand, like they'll still be there. Lance Stevenson, and those are all decent caliber backups. Power forward, on the other hand, usually whenever you get to the backups, they're all kind of trash. Marquise Chris isn't bad. Sam Decker, he's all right. DJ Wilson, young guy. I think Chris is a really good option here. Physical B. I'm pretty sure he's like really good at dunking. Yeah, see. I think he might be the move. And he's a young guy. I mean, 22 years old. Bolden's really young too. Also good, upside. Not as good at rebounding though. The best rebounder besides Williams is Chris. So I'm gonna go with him. And now small forward. Final one. Denzel Valentine. What a stud. Justin Jackson, stud. Let's look at defending. I want to take that into consideration because small forward is a hotbed for like those five players in the NBA that can just you know they're all small forwards like the Kevin Durant, the LeBron James, the Antetokounmpo. They're players that can just take over games. So defensively, you want to be sound not only with your starter but also with your backup. But I usually like 3 and D kind of guys. So like a Craig who can has a B plus at 3 pointer, also a B plus on defense. Cephalosha A minus, A minus, but he's older, 35 years old. Um, Craig might not be a bad choice. Denzel Valentine's he's really good scoring wise, just defensively he's trash. Harkless not a bad option either. Can't really shoot that well, but he can run the paint. He can run the court pretty well. I don't know. I might go with Harkless. And he's a younger guy, 26. Alright, so I got Harkless. I got my entire starting and backups. Um, Now I have 4 more picks. I usually just spend those picks on younger guys. So Carson Edwards still available. I mean, what a stud out of Purdue. Like, he's not bad at all. Shooting's pretty decent. His dribbling, it's not bad. 86, 85. Defense, he could be a little better, but yeah, I mean, who couldn't really at the point guard position? And he could get a little faster too, but potential's there, man. Potential's there. I like him in real life, so I'm gonna go with him in the game. All right, next pick, Horton Tucker still available. Really cheap player, good offensive scoring option. Obviously, some good perimeter D too. Not that quick, but he's 18 years old, and I mean, even if you don't want to play with him eventually, that's great value. Someone that young and is already a 70 overall, you could trade him and get someone good out of him if you wanted to, if you didn't actually want to use him in the future. So I got a point guard and a shooting guard already for my young guys that I'm gonna try and develop. Um, I think next up should probably be a big guy. They're probably all gone, at least all the good ones. Deonte Davis, he's actually not a bad pick. 22 years old. I mean, 71 overall. Cornette's a good shooter. He wouldn't be a bad option either. But the age difference, 24 to 22. I mean, 2 years. I don't know. I think Deonte Davis might be my move. But real quick, I want to come look at the small forwards. Um, where is he at? This guy, Luau Cabarat. He's very like rated good, but not overall wise. It's kind of weird because like his layup 83, really good. Driving dunk 85. He can decently shoot, not that good. Free throw 76, not bad. Ball handling, ball speed, like they're all average, pretty average player. Like perimeter defense 75, but his overall is only a 70, and the dude's 24 years old. Speed's 79, stamina 85. Like he's not bad at all. Like if you actually play with him in the game, he's kind of a beast. So I'm gonna go ahead and get him. And I know that Deonte Davis is still here, and I'm gonna grab him. And so those are my 14 players. Thanks for watching my video. Stick around. The next video I'm about to be uploading actually here in a minute is going to be taking this team and then setting the rotation for them. And I'll kind of show you guys how to do that. This is kind of like a how-to draft type video. The other one would be a how to set your rotation up to play in your game video. So thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, and live happy.